Russian authorities say a mother and father were killed and their daughter was injured in an explosion on the bridge linking Crimea to mainland Russia. Moscow blames Kyiv for what it has described as a terror attack. Ukraine's public broadcaster reports that it was a special operation by Ukraine's security service and the Navy, citing multiple law enforcement sources. But the defense ministry is not commenting. NBC News foreign correspondent Matt Bradley joins us now for more on this. Hey, Matt, good morning. So we understand Russian investigators are at this scene. Walk us through what we know right now and what we're hearing from each side.
Yeah, well, this is still quite recent, so, information is still coming in. So in addition to what you've just said about the incident, we're hearing from the Russian side that the damage was the result of probably drone strikes that slammed into the bridge overnight. And you can see those investigators, they're working now. The bridge appears to be damaged, but it's at least somewhat intact. And we have heard from the Russian side that train service across the bridge has resumed already as of this morning. So that's another clue that this attack didn't incapacitate or destroy the bridge quite as much as a previous attack back in October. And that's when a truck bomb blew up and cut off at least one direction of travel on the bridge for months. And that damage was so bad that the bridge only reopened to full traffic in May after extensive repairs. So far, guys, this attack doesn't appear to have been quite as successful as that one last year.
Yeah, and Matt, so let's talk about this report by the state broadcaster. Ukraine's security services planning this attack with the Navy. According to that report, what do we know about those details?
Yeah, well, and the Russians are actually saying that the UK and the US were also involved in planning this attack, though that's really just an allegation at this moment. So the reaction from Kyiv, guys, has really been typical. Even though this bears all the hallmarks of a Ukrainian operation, the Ukrainians have not officially claimed responsibility, and they almost never do. So again, this is their normal routine. When it comes to attacks deep inside Russian territory, they almost never claim responsibility. And they are trying to maintain some kind of plausible deniability, even though it seems implausible that they weren't involved. But, like the last time this bridge was destroyed, Ukraine's security services published a short poem on Telegram that said that the bridge had gone to sleep now for a second time. So it's kind of a cheeky response, even though they're not claiming responsibility.
Right. Matt, now that this war has been going on for almost a year and a half, there's so many aspects of it that we haven't talked about in a while. One of those being that grain deal, this UN-brokered grain deal that was so important for continuing a food supply across the European continent. That is expiring today. Could the fact that this attack happened dash any hopes of renewing the agreement? Because we know at this point Moscow has halted its participation in that deal.
Yeah, it's a really good question. It's hard to know because, Russia has pulled out of this grain deal before. And as I mentioned, there's been previous attacks on the Kerch Strait Bridge. So the two aren't necessarily connected. And actually, the Kremlin spokesman, Dmitry Peskov, he told reporters today, specifically answering that question, that the bridge attack wasn't connected to Moscow's suspension of the grain deal. And it's important to note he used that word suspension. So, they could still snap it back into place. And I don't think they're connected either because the grain deal was always supposed to expire at the end of the day today. So the question will be, will diplomats be able to renegotiate the deal? And that is a deal that's so crucial, as you mentioned, to provide grain for the developing world, but also it's the only real diplomatic negotiation successfully that has gone on between Russia and Ukraine. So it represents really the only real contact between these two countries at war. So it's crucial not just for the rest of the world, but for the prospect of negotiations that could one day end this terrible fight.
Absolutely.
Guys.
Matt Bradley, thank you very much.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.